Hey fellas, Nick here, and my brand new soccer team is just one game away from qualifying for the World Cup! Our match is set up against the team from Planet Fiji, so it's going to take a lot of intense training for me and my army of 10 clones to beat them. Thankfully, I have the absolute pinnacle of training equipment in my hands. Pet soccer. That's right, I'm about to be the next Tom Brady, bitches!
Techland, the creators of Dying Light, the dark and twisted zombie parkour shooter game, yeah, they all started on this magnum opus released in 2003. The producer of Pet Soccer is Dying Light's creative director. The guy who made the engine also made Dying Light 2's engine. The composer here is just straight up is the composer for Dying Light. Okay, so what the hell is a pet soccer? I've heard of pets, heard of soccer, but putting the two together?
Is that legal?
Well, let's find out. Here in my hands is the answer to the burning question on everyone's minds. That being, what the fuck is this box art? This isn't even the right logo. This is just word art that clawed its way out of multiple circles of hell. Also, once you realize all the soccer balls are the same, you can't unsee it. You're welcome. So the story blurb on the back here says the entire animal kingdom has just decided to unite and figure out just who can play soccer the best. Just watch out for the nasty tricks. Does the gorilla throw shit at somebody? A big selling point back here is how because each team has their very own stadium, you can play this game and then simultaneously travel the world and be a professional pet footballer. Watch out, Travago. Hilarious referee commentary and superb 3D animations. Not modeling, of course. Not when that text is right next to a salt shaker. These animals at least have the decency to put on a shirt, but you're telling me these animals play soccer airing their ball sack out? Come on, man, censor that. And lastly, the disc. You're telling me you can't print full color in 03? Techland must be a big investor in the green ink market. Oh, they fucked this up big time. All right, let's pop in this game and get to the goods. Wait a minute, let me check something. Oh, my bad. The box says this game is for Windows computers. You know, that makes a lot more sense. Keep these two from seeing each other. All right, pet soccer. First off, yeah, I'm that guy. Right off the bat, we can play single matches of soccer, play in a tournament, play unlockable bonus modes, or play against someone locally. The game is 7-on-7, you get to pick how long each half is, and whoever scores more goals wins. If you're in tournament mode and nobody scores, it goes into sudden death, or as the game calls it, golden goal, where the next goal automatically wins. The controls are pretty simple. You can move around by, What's the word? Oh yeah, moving. There's a button to pass when you have the ball or switch to another player when you don't. There's a button to shoot, which changes how it's shot based on how long you hold it. The third button is named feint/headshot, but I don't know. A feint is the soccer name for this type of stutter step you do to fake out a challenger. But in the game, you just sort of walk around the other player. When a pass is coming at you, you can perform a header when you press it, so yeah, you get a 50. Also, pressing the button without the ball lets you do like a tackle kinda to steal the ball. It's pretty important to, you know, get the ball in a soccer game, so I don't know why it's not listed in the controls.
You get a 30, see me after class.
Last button does what's called a super. If you play well enough, the game randomly gives you one of these 4 super moves you can perform once your meter fills up. The ball at the squiggly line just makes you auto feint, basically walk forwards and you just evade defenders. This one kinda sucks. The ball with the flame makes you unleash a really powerful kick that blasts through people and into the goal. Sometimes I'm just so lucky that half the time when I use my super, the goalie just decides to not be stopped by it. Maybe it has something to do with how far away you are when you do it, but in that case, it's not really a superpower. The boot with the flame makes you super fast, whee! And lastly, the brick wall. You unleash a giant brick wall in front of the goal and nobody can score. Not even the super shot goes in.
All right, let's assess the situation. What the fuck? That wall is just there. It's under the goal. No one can see it until it comes up. It magically reappears and disappears into the ground without leaving any mark. Pet soccer is the pinnacle of engineering technology. That, or this is just a stupid fucking kids game and I shouldn't care this much.
That's the core of the game, really. You play soccer and sometimes you get a power-up. Well, besides for this little bitch. Every soccer game needs a commentator, and this game's commentator is the second worst human being you could ever imagine. The first is Pol Pot. I get it, this is 2003, the voice lines are gonna be repetitive. Even then, there's over 350 WAV files, but the voice itself is just annoying.
We make him.
That's it, I'm killing him.
So that's just about everything in the game, all the soccer parts, but what about the pets?
This is the worst game of Smash or Pass in my life.
12 teams, you start with 6, then you unlock 6 more. Because Techland is European, each pet in the game is a pun based on a real UEFA football club.
First up, Deportivo Chicano, who's based on Deportivo de la Coruna from the Spain's La Liga. Their stats are low strength, average accuracy, and maximum reflexes. The team, back in the day, was pretty strong. They had won La Liga and the Copa del Rey a lot, featuring a big win versus Real Madrid, which they nicknamed El Centuriazo. However, financial issues starting around 2011 started to lead to the club's decline, slowly falling down into the tiers of Spanish football, and now they're currently fighting to stay back in La Liga. I don't know. They're pretty close. Froggen Leverkusen, based on Bayer Leverkusen from Germany. 2 strength, 2 accuracy, and 5 reflex, which is almost the same as the chicken, so I gotta ask, what's the fucking point? Known as Neverkusen for consistently finishing second, including a treble horror about 20 years ago, they are known consistently for being no strangers to depression. They even trademarked that nickname a while back. Why the hell would you do that? They have since won a domestic treble in 2024, including winning a Bundesliga that time. Also, yes, the pill company Bayer is part of their name. They're a major investor in them because, hey, their hometown is also Bayer. But like, really, a pill sponsorship? Imagine if the NFL had a team called the Tylenol Titans. People would lose their shit. FC Turtelona, based on FC Barcelona from Spain. Stats include average strength, high accuracy, and low reflex. They were at a low point around Pet Soccer's release. They finished 6th in the La Liga table, which for most people isn't that bad. I mean, 6 out of 20. Hey, it's better than I do on most tests. But for some reason, this is actually the lowest Barcelona's ever done in their entire life. So, they had to make some changes. Basically, Barcelona became good after signing Ronaldinho, then really good after signing Lionel Messi, and then they got this new coach, and he invented this style of play called tiki-taka, which is basically code word for, let's just pass the ball a shit ton, we're gonna win. Ajax Panthers, based on Ajax Amsterdam from Netherlands. Somehow, the Panthers' stats are the exact same as the Turtles, and they're a strong club in the Eredivisie. They've won a lot of titles, and they've had Champions League success under Erik ten Hag. Then he left, and some controversial decisions led to a big decline. By controversial, I mean they were last in the league for the first time in their entire life. Oh, and their sporting director also paid off people to come to the club that would only invest in his personal company. Schalke Sharks, based on FC Schalke 04 from Germany. They've got pretty high strength, average accuracy, and meh reflex. In 2018, they finished 2nd in the Bundesliga table, which will make you think, wow, these guys are pretty good. No. Almost went bankrupt, went 30 games winless, got relegated in 2021, had their fans fucking riot, got the bus taken down, and my foot hurts. They briefly returned to the Bundesliga in 2023, but they literally went straight back down. Honestly, the most interesting thing that happened that year was the guy that got his earlobe bitten off while trying to go to the game. AS Robots, based on AS Roma from Italy. They've got high accuracy, high reflex, and horrible strength. But really? Like a robot is a pet? Yeah, okay, buddy. A robot is only good enough to be my bitch. Hey, Google, suck my fucking ass, you goddamn stuttering fucking parrot. In 2001, these guys won Serie A. Then not much happened until this cool thing called Calciopoli. You remember Calciopoli, that time they investigated a bunch of referees in Serie A because they looked like they were basically fixing matches to, for, or against certain teams, so they took them to court and figured out the mafia was paying off referees to make sure that Juventus games were going a certain way that they wanted it to go, so they investigated a bunch of more teams, demoted them down to Serie B, and basically gave Roma a free excuse to win the league. Hey, I remember all that, right? Honestly, the worst part about all of this is that even though all of their rivals were demoted, Roma still only finished 2nd a bunch of years in a row. That's kind of embarrassing. After that, they became American-owned in the early 2010s, and then they just swapped around a bunch of managers. Luis Enrique, this is bad. Zinedine Zidane, this is worse. Rudy Garcia, he actually started the season 10-0? Wait, that's great news! And then he got fired! What the fuck? Manchester United, based on Manchester United from England. All average stats. They were considered unstoppable back then. I mean, after all, they did win the first ever English treble, which is pretty cool. Come 2012, they lost Champions League, the FA Cup, and they lost the Premier League title to their hometown rivals, Man City. Turns out the only reason why Man City even got that rich in the first place is because they actually found a real-life infinite money glitch. Step 1, get bought by the Abu Dhabi royal family. Step 2, become the fucking best. And you know, when you put it like that, it's honestly pretty simple why they even became the best in the first place. Borussia Dortmund, based on Borussia Dortmund from Germany. They have max strength, mid-accuracy, and low reflexes. They won the Bundesliga a year before Pet Soccer came out, but then in 2003 their stock price just collapsed, leading to crazy changes having to be made. I mean, they sold the name of their stadium. That's crazy. Like, imagine you get to play basketball in Little Caesars Arena. Oh, wait! In 2011, Jurgen Klopp turned things around, but really, the only difficulty is that Bayern Munich is really just that good that it's kind of hard to compete with them. Oh, and also their team bus got attacked by 3 pipe bombs in 2017. Dynamo Tyrannosaurus, based on Dynamo Kyiv from Ukraine. They've got 4 strength, 2 accuracy, and 3 reflex. These guys are the most dominant and, by proxy, basically the only relevant people that play soccer in Ukraine. I mean, when Pet Soccer came out, they had just came off of this big hot streak where they won 9 titles in a row from 1993 to 2001. Really, the only problem is that Dynamo Kyiv just can't compete in Europe. Like, they'll go to Champions League, get absolutely shot on the head. Wisla Gorillakov, based on Wisla Krakow from Poland. I gotta ask, what's the point of having 12 characters in a game when this is just gonna be the exact same stats as the polar bears? What the f***, Techielandia? These guys right here were the best team in the entirety of Poland right when Pet Soccer came out. Mostly because they had their own infinite money glitch. Step 1, get bought by the CEO of a Polish phone company. Step 2, win fucking everything. Step 3, CEO gets mad the team never went to Champions League and sells the team. Step 4, now your team sucks and is in the second league. Giraffes, based on Panathinaikos from the Greek Super League. They have high strength, high accuracy, and low reflex. Before the game, they made it to the Final Four in the Champions League, which, hey, that's pretty sick. But ever since 2010, they've won 0 league titles. They live basically in the shadows of their rival, Olympiacos. But guess who wasn't involved in multiple match-fixing scandals? That's right, fuck you, Olympiacos. And lastly, Lyon Lions, based on Olympique Lyonnais from France. The game calls them the best in the world, but I frankly don't believe that, because you mean to tell me these guys have the same stats as the fucking Turtles? Also, how is this team the best in the world if they have never won a Champions League when the game came out? Nowadays, they exist, but they're more so overshadowed all the time by Paris Saint-Germain, which has their own infinite money scheme. Step 1, get bought by the country of Qatar. Step 2, break multiple world records for transfer fees. Step 3, win. Like, literally, win everything. Doesn't matter what you do, because your league is shit. All you can say is that Lyon won the league in 2002, thereby starting a 7-in-a-row league winning session, but then again, the game came out in 2002, which is when they only had 2 of those wins. So, what, is Techland a fucking time traveler now? I don't know. But sure, we got the 12 teams representing the 12 best pets and animals in the whole damn world. You got the lions, chickens, frog, turtle, panther, shark, robot, bear, bull, dinosaur, the gorillas, and the giraffes. Now, let's talk about the actual tournaments that you actually play to actually unlock these guys. Actually.
Yeah, this fucking sucks. Okay, so we got 7 tournaments. The last one is the only one that doesn't unlock the character, but they're all the same otherwise. When you pick a team, you're put into one of 4 groups. The groups each have 3 teams, and each team plays the other teams at home and away. So you'll play 4 games overall. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point if you end up tying, and no points if you lose. After all 4 games are played, the top 2 of each group are put into a bracket, so just don't be last, dude. It's not that hard. You go through the bracket, and when you get to the final, it's the team you have to unlock. When you win, you unlock the team you just played. So, when you run the math, it should take around 28 minutes per cup. Instead, every time I play the campaign, it feels like it takes 45 minutes.
I say we employ the Pizza Hut method. If you don't get the tournament win in 30 minutes, it's free.
And also, when you get to the bracket, I really don't like the structure. In order to keep a team from redoing their group teams in the bracket, you should spread them out to opposite ends. In pet soccer, some genius put the groups next to each other. For example, if you were first in group B, you'd always play the second place from group A, but then the next match comes and you're always playing the same team from your group again. It makes no sense. They probably did it so that the team you unlock is always in the final, otherwise you might be able to get stuck with them in the semifinal, and then that would just kind of ruin the whole bracket. But counterpoint, you can just make it so the other team from your group loses in the quarterfinals. Then you play two teams from group A and end on the team that you unlock.
Wow, I'm starting to think this game from 25 years ago about a cheetah and a dinosaur playing soccer might not be the best. What a revelation!
You know what? I'm just ripping the game apart now. What the fuck is this AI? How many times can you let something like this happen before you say,
wait a minute, this isn't working right? It's not working right.
Like sometimes the AI just so, as a joke, I was like, wow, I'm gonna imitate that. And then I unlocked speed hacks. Rapidly spamming two directions to move diagonally gives you a slight speed bump, which is hilarious. Sometimes the AI gets totally stuck and you can't move. Other times I have no fucking clue what I'm looking at, and the goalies are just...
I don't know, man. Goalies are just different sometimes. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't even have nostrils.
If you plan on getting into the tournaments, just use Bear Chester or Gorilla Cup. They're the most well-rounded, and honestly, they'll work the best. And I mean, Bear Chester is pretty cool. Get it? Cool? It's a nice joke.
Alright, this clearly isn't working. I'll try a different chapter. Yeah, jokes about airline food.
The stages are of a pretty nice variety. You got Bear Chester playing on ice rinks. I mean, you got an igloo, big old snowman, Christmas tree, and the ice makes things slippy. Gorilla plays in a forest. Whoa. Chiquetto plays in some farm. There's like a tractor over here. Playing on sandy farmland sounds smart until it starts raining. Unless it's Bear Chester, then it's snowy. The robots play on the moon, also known as the navy blue planet with a UFO and a rover. The turtles are in a desert with cacti and sombreros. Question, what part of this is connected to Spain or turtles? Because no, actually, these hats as you see them here, they look like that in central Mexico. And also, what turtle lives in the Sahara, jackasshole butt? Okay, here's finally one that makes sense. Frog in Leverkusen plays in marshy swampland with lily pads and one mushroom.
The budget can only afford one mushroom, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Ajax Panthers plays in red sand. There's tents, and yeah, it looks like Netherlands to me. Schalke Sharks play at the beach, featuring Moai. If you stare at it long enough, it might even stare back. I see him in my sleep. Why is it that the Sharks are a quarter of the size of the drink cup? And how about Borussia, who play in a cornfield? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. We have another vaguely unique looking stadium. The Dynamo Dinos play in the prehistoric stadium. There's bones and stuff, cause it's prehistoric.
Somebody died watching soccer here.
Alright, I'm sure you get the gist here. Now let's get into the real meat and potatoes, which is the championships. I mentioned unlockable bonus modes. Well, they're just exclusive maps you play on. Each cup you win, you get map. First up, it's a road. It's just a road. There's nothing else of significance. It's just a road. I have an idea to make this more interesting. You see, just take a little bit of that road part and just add kill. Second, minute, hours, days, weeks, months. I've lost months to this game. Months of my life. I'm never getting back. Okay, this one just has a bunch of tree stumps on it, and it's really funny to watch because the AI just can't recognize it properly. It looks really stupid, 10 out of 10. Third, the exact same thing, but now it's bushes. Yeah, okay, sure. Fourth, okay, you take the moon map and you add a hue slider and just, yep, good job, good job.
Actually, one thing did change, the gravity, so now the ball can float. What the f*** is happening?
Well, if I want that last one, I'll really have to work at this final tournament.
I mean, the thing is, I don't really have to work hard at it. I can just do what everybody else does. I mean, after all, if you can't beat them, join them. Alright, let's do this.
I lost in the group stage. These robots have 2 of 3 stats almost maxed out, and this is what happens? Let's try this again! I have changed my character to Gorilla. The training is so intense, I became Gorilla. As it turns out, being perfectly average is actually how it feels to be the best. Actually, side note, it's hard to score goals sometimes. You know, I wish I had more shot control. All you do is either tap quickly or hold, but sometimes I feel like nothing happens. Sometimes I get a shot and it's slow as hell and on the ground, and I'm like, great, this is not going in. But then the goalie is just sitting there picking in his ass crack, and it goes in. But then I take 79 different shots, and now the exact same goalie turns into prime 2014 Manuel Neuer, doing 720 triple sow cow corkscrew backwards long jumps to save the ball. Like I'm literally clipping inside the ball, and I don't get it. Meanwhile, I stand within eyesight of the goalie, and he just deserves the ball more, I guess. Okay, top my group this time, and with 2 wins and a draw, I'm off to battle Ajax Panthers. In the first 30 seconds, I made a great shot, it's saved, and immediately turned over for basically a half-court shot, and I'm already losing.
This is going bad. I need something to turn this around. Alright, so I've just been reading up on this here book, The Abridged History of Performance-Enhancing Drugs, and I think I know everything now. I took some notes, aced the final exam, and now I need to know every single thing about G Fuel. I was looking for something more like horse electrolytes, but then the bank found out and shut down my account after they found out I was trying to buy 7 pounds of that stuff. So I'll have to settle for something that's a bit more human safe for consumption. At least that's what Visa told me in their foreclosure notice.
Here in my possession is one of every little flavor packet they have, plus a mystery cup. Nice, I needed a new ashtray.
Look, when you play as much pet soccer as I have in one sitting, you need a coping mechanism. It's a required add-on to play the game.
Okay, I got a big selection of stuff to try here. I could try hype sauce, and I'm gonna have to pass on that one. I just don't think I want to drink a sauce. PewDiePie, hard no, I have the sudden urge to be racist. Sage Mode, sponsored by Naruto. Nope, I hate anime. There's also this Kami Hamama one, I'm definitely not trying that one either. Again, no anime allowed, please. Sonic's Peach Rings, flavored like peach ring candied. No, I'm on a diet. What about this one? Mega Man's Blue Bomber. That's what they call me in high school.
Well, let's try this out and see if I get any better at the game. Oh! I just realized I'm supposed to score goals.
Alright, got the super shot thingy, and now it's 1-1. Halftime, scored a worldie, 2-1.
Look, maybe it's the G Fuel talking, but why are the fans naked?
Made it 3-1 in the last minute with a crazy header, and then 4-1 with that super shot again. Hey, we won! Up against Bearchester for the semifinals, and we score a beauty in the first 7 seconds. Pro tip, just score insane goals from the center field because f*** those defenders. That's where the second goal came from anyway. And the third one kinda counts. It was the same area, but it's the super goal thing, and halftime.
Look, maybe it's the G Fuel talking, but I cannot lose this match. Okay, let's go.
In the first 7 seconds, I did this! Again, what the fuck is the goalie up to? Then a 5th goal came in, and I honestly don't even know how the hell this happened to begin with. And now the final. Lyon Lions, and we're just walking up, and the music here is scary as fuck.
Look, maybe it's the G Fuel talking, but I just shit my pants.
Got a good shot on goal 15 seconds in, but the rest was hell. These Lions play a hard defense, and neither of us could get a shot on target all game, and it was looking rough for the first half. With 1 second left in the game, I keel over and die in real life from a G Fuel-induced heart attack.
Wait, what? It's no use. 0-0. I have to restart. And when I will complete this game. I did it. I beat Lyon Lions. Everything I've worked for has led up to this moment. It's time. Show me the trophy.
Disappointment! Huge disappointment!
When I restarted, the game swapped the players around, but not the goals themselves. so I scored 4 goals, but the game counted them for the Lions.
So I have to restart the entire tournament.
Okay, we're back an hour later. I promise you that hour is the most miserable thing on earth. In the first minute, boom, goal.
All thanks to Gamer Creatine.
The Lions came close, but thankfully the brick wall helped me out here. Score another world, you have 4 seconds left on the clock, and boom, 2-0. Show me that trophy. Yes!
Fuck you, now we have unlocked the final bonus.
It's 3-on-3. That's literally it. You just play on this stupid stage I've already seen, but there's less players. Fun? I guess? I don't really know if it is.
Look, there's still 1 cup left to do, but there's also nothing left to unlock as far as I know. But am I still gonna play it just to see if it unlocks anything just because I have immense trust issues about the game? Yes.
Won the group and now I face Borussia. Went to OT and almost scored, but...
This game makes my body hurt. Maybe that's just the G Fuel intake, though.
5.5 minutes later, I scored, finally. Jesus fucking Chrysalis. Semifinals, I'm taking on Lyon Lions. Okay. 1-0 early in the half, then 2-0 for good measure. Okay, on to the finals now when it's the first team in the game.
Look, we already shut out the best team in the game, so I don't think there's really much point in even going that difficult on the easiest team in the game. Oh my god, my foot. That G Fuel blackout does not play around, bro. What the fuck? I won 6-0?
Okay, the end. There's nothing at the very end of the game. Nothing new, unlocked by 100%ing the game. So take it from me, don't do this.
Okay, I know that there's this one weird fuck that's watching and waiting for me to talk about this, but yes, there are multiple versions of Pet Soccer that have released. There are multiple versions that seem to look different, but don't be fooled. The Choco-Pick addiction is the same as this one. However, what makes this story really weird is that there actually is one version which is unique. Crazy Soccer Mundial.
According to local Ukrainian reporter Vova in their Russian article from 2012 posted on 8gamers.net, as if the calendar were frozen in 2012. It is just the same. For those who have played enough of Pet Soccer, an unpleasant meeting awaits. A shameless clone dressed up with another t-shirt. Hopeless. Yeah, so fucking Crazy Frog is in this thing.
How can you hate this game?
Well, for one, this is lazily just the exact same game with slight changes, but the frogs are now Crazy Frog. The rest of them are all the exact same characters. Some maps look different, like this Italy one with a track around it, but otherwise you paid for the exact same game again. They've removed 3 of the tournaments. You now have 4 instead of the 7 from the base game, which I don't really understand because there's still like 6 characters to unlock. Also, all of the outfits have been removed. Now it's just one skin that they always wear. You can't pick any more costumes. You're not allowed to. You just don't. That's cool, I guess.
Well, now that I settled all of that, I think it's finally time for me to play in the World Cup and earn my spot on the global stage. Wait for it. Okay, there. Now's the time.
Welcome to Beanie Stadium for tonight's matchup between the visiting Planet Fijians of Planet Fiji Football Club and the home side Lots United. Both sides are allegedly competing for a spot in the World Cup, where both clubs are set to face immense trouble on the world stage. As you can see, according to their KenPom rating, you can see they are absolutely horrible on the international stage. But frankly, when we're looking at it, neither team has yet to play a game of football before today.
Hey, I didn't know you guys played soccer too.
Whoa there, pal. We don't call it soccer like you American freaks. We prefer the term bullshit.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just have a good, clean match out there.
Nah.
Okay, seriously, what the hell is wrong with you guys? I didn't even do anything to you guys. You guys are just clones from Planet Fiji.
Honestly, I don't even want to be here right now. When Planet Fiji called and said they needed 11 people to play whatever the hell we're playing right now, we were just chosen by martial law.
Do you even know what sport you're playing?
Cricket?
No.
Snooker?
Nuh-uh.
Pickleball?
You're a fucking tall idiot. This match is gonna be easy.
Listen, you son of a bitch. I'm moderately sized, okay? I'm rock filtered, I'm moderately sized, and I'm beautiful!
Hey, be careful with your hands over there. You need us to play cricket.
There appears to be a bit of a fight beginning to start up on the pitch now, a bit of a verbal argument. Oh, the referee's looking a little violent. Perhaps the official might be causing more damage than good, actually. The rest of the team just seems to be staring at him now. Referee's gone to VAR now. Hopefully he's going to look over the footage and see what's gone horribly wrong with tonight's match. Looks like he's decided now.
After further review, 9 players from the Fiji team will be issued red cards. Yes! Guess who's gonna fucking lose? 10 players from Nikkalotz United will also be issued red cards for insolent behavior on the field.
And this match is just beginning to get underway. As you can see, the referee has sent off 19 players, so it's a bit of an empty night today. Fans, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Planet Fiji.
Beautiful!
And United has won the coin toss. They will now be kicking off the ball in the first half.
You know,
Really
that takes skill, you know.
Fiji with the ball now. They've apparently kicked it out of bounds, and neither side knows who's the possession. And it seems as though the referee is completely not paying attention to the game.
Yeah. The call is indirect free kick.
Fiji with an aggressive offense so far in the game, and what's this? It appears as though the offside flag has been on the field now. They're really arguing now. It appears as though the players have gone into some sort of altercation with the referees over the flag dropping incident. It seems to be a bit of a issue, even though the offside flag is still on the field and yet to be picked up. Fiji with the ball now, and it seems like he's dribbled out of bounds.
Ref!
VAR being asked to take a look at the clip here, and it seems as though they didn't get the clip whatsoever.
We have decided that it's a jump ball.
What the fuck? We're playing soccer.
Yes, sure.
And Nikkalotz United have been awarded a yellow for a blatant handball. Frankly, it was just too obvious for us to tell, but the referee seems to have made the right call. 15 minutes left in this half now, and it seems as though they're taking a corner. The shot's going through the air. And it goes in.
What the hell? I wasn't ready!
You know what? This man's right. No goal! I can still stop this ball! God damn it!
Goddamn what?
Ha! You stupid son of a bitch! I'm the best! We're the best around! Nothing's ever gonna take me down!
And that's halftime now. Fiji are currently leading 1-0 at the break. It's been a valiant effort from both sides. Frankly, one of the greatest matches we've seen today. It's an absolute bloodfest out there.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is John News from Yahoo Chocolate Milk Sports and .com. And I was just wondering if you can comment on the first half of the game that we just saw.
It would be my pleasure, John. Just don't get so close to me. I don't associate with milkers personally. Now, so I thought this was water polo. To be completely honest, my bad. But that guy over there, that fucker, he stood no chance. All right, slipping on the ball. What is this? A little slip and slide? I tell you, he stands no chance. Emphasis on that word. Thank you, John. Don't touch me.
Okay, thoughts at halftime? This is fucking putrid. I can't go out like this. I spent $3 on that copy of Pet Soccer I found. I maxed out my credit card doing that. I'm in the dumps right now, man. The other team is destroying me, but I have to win. How am I gonna beat that skill?
I want to look after this.
You see, how am I gonna compete winning against that? There's no way I'm gonna do that. Huh. Yeah, I forgot I packed this emergency container of Hatsune Miku G Fuel. I never leave the house without it for a reason. Well, you know what they say in the industry. If you can't beat 'em, cheat.
Nikkalotz United have gotten the ball, and they've beaten the defender. They're rushing through. He's approaching the goalie. What's going to happen? Oh, he's been absolutely pummeled in the face. And he seems to be calling for a penalty.
That's a penalty, ref!
But instead, the referee is signaling for a free kick.
Why are we doing a free kick? It's at the 1 yard line.
The f up or else I'll have you red carded for dissent. Alright? Bitch. Got it right here in my pocket. What are you gonna do about it, big boy? Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Free kick. Free kick or your ass is on the grass, goddammit.
United is lining up the shot now, and it appears as though the goalie's missed. And they're going to tie the game up.
Oh man, I forgot to save the ball again.
You gotta be the worst lacrosse player I've ever seen!
Now listen, or at least I don't
Whatever
see
you do,
rock
Omega!
records.
Come on, baby! Come on! Oh, shit!
Fiji's running off the ball now, and oh, what's this? The linesman is calling it offsides. VAR's gonna have a look at this one. Let's see what they say.
After further review, the lineman has been diagnosed with appendicitis.
Well, that's quite frankly a massive shock to the entire stadium. Players have no idea how to respond to this fatal disease. They're frankly taken aback.
How unprofessional. I mean, how do you live with yourself with doing something like that?
Nikkalotz with another shot on frame. And the goalie catches it.
Corner! God fucking damn it! Corner kick disallowed. It's a goal kick now due to inappropriate language on the opposing team's side. Poopy boy!
The pressure is on to score.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did it! Oh no, I'm losing my footing. Ah!
Yes! Fuck you! Hey, first of all, you should reconsider your language. That's very rude and inappropriate. Second of all, fuck you! You stupid little bitch boy piece of shit!
Nikkalotz United has seemed to penalize the referee. What a cruel mistake.
Penalty!
Planet Fiji is lining up the shot now. It's nerve-wracking. Let's see what they do. Takes the shot. And it's a brick wall.
Yes! I did it!
John News, Yahoo, ChocolateMilk.com News. How does it feel to win the game, the big game?
We're going to the World Cup, baby!
Alright, so it turns out that I actually can't qualify for the World Cup according to the FIFA president, Giancarlo Infertility, I think his name was. Apparently my win doesn't count because A, the country I played isn't real, and B, Nikkalotz United Football Club is also not a country. I kind of wish I knew that before blowing $3,000 on the stadium, though. Well, I guess pet soccer was a fine game. I mean, we all start somewhere, and it just turns out that somewhere for Techland was utter dog shit. But hey, none of that matters if you get kicked out of the tournament you were playing the game for. No, I'm not holding a grudge, I'm just really pissed off. And at least if I don't make it in, they'll give my slot to someone who actually deserves it. What the f***? They picked West Korea!